Hi, my name is Venu Nair. I'm the Chief of Strategic Partnerships and Omnichannel for Myntra.
Is it the first time you're coming, or I think you've been coming here again and again? Can you please tell me how many times you've been visiting and how is your experience going on?
It's certainly not my first time. I've been here many years back, pretty much I think close to when it had first started. And from then to now, I must have visited this place at least 3 or 4 times. Different years, of course. But this particular time, it must be at least quite a long number of years since I've been here. And it's absolutely delightful to see how TFI has progressed and how the exhibition has expanded and mushroomed into such a large event.
Do you also see, how do you see this evolution? Do you see that the needs are also being met year by year because things change every year?
I think it's a very good question. The demand of the industry, demand of the customers, demand of garment makers, demand of brands has continuously evolved. Innovation, newness, and something different is what every time somebody is looking for. And I think TFI has kept at pace, probably a little ahead of it, to be able to match those requirements. Even this year, having fabrics which are natural, made out of natural dye stuff, but offering very high color fastness is something which was very difficult till the recent past. But to be able to do that now and to promote Made in India is something which is a really yeoman service that TFI is doing.
When you talk about demand, so can you please tell me more about what is the demand? What is it that you're needing, the brands are requiring right now from the suppliers?
I think there's no silver bullet. It's not the one thing that they are looking for. The spectrum, if you look at the country, you've got brands which operate at different segments, from the masstige end to the premium to the luxury, the bridge to luxury, and the demands, the requirements, the needs are differing as you go across the segment. So today the market's expanding. The country today, retail in India is about $130 billion. It's expected to grow at a compounded growth rate of between 12 to 14%, and it'll get to close to $250 billion by 2030. For that growth to happen, each part of the segment will grow. Premium and luxury are expected to grow faster. And as you grow into these different segments, the need for, whether it is fashion, whether it is footwear, whether it is accessories, each segment is growing, and growing very healthy double digit that you would continue to see.
Can you please tell me, when you said this backward integration, what was your idea of that when you said that you just don't want to look at the government but you also want to look backward? Why?
And this is going back to an earlier part of my career when I was working with Marks and Spencer, and we were very conscious that the output that came in a garment had a lot to do with the input, and the input was the yarn and the fabric. So the requirements at that point in time was to make sure that the yarns that we were buying for the fabrics had a certain staple length, had certain characteristics which were predefined. And that struck because it was not just the yarn, not just the quality, but also the amount of innovation that was possible when you're working at the yarn stage. And that's true even today, and that will continue to be true forever, because finally it's the raw material, it's the input, the quality of it, the innovation that is possible in it, which yields, whether it is a bouncy fabric, whether it's a stretchable fabric, whether it's with great fastness, whether great color, all of it, a lot goes into what the raw material is.
And how does trade shows play any instrument in this looking at backward integration for any brands?
Trade shows are a great meeting point. That's where you discover new things, you meet or refresh your memory of companies that you've already worked with. But again, nobody's standing still. Everybody's moving, everybody's evolving. And it's a great forum, a great opportunity to get to speed across the entire spectrum in a very short span of time. They're very important, they're very essential for businesses to be able to keep pace and keep moving forward.
सर, इन दिनों गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया यूएस और यूएसए और यूरोपियन यूनियन के साथ जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन किया, जो एग्रीमेंट हुआ, उसका क्या इफेक्ट इंडिया में पड़ेगा? सप्लीमेंट आने वाले दिनों में इंडिया के पास क्या चैलेंजेस हैं?
I'll talk to you about India. Ka domestic market is what I can talk about because that's something which is close to heart and that's what I do. And that's an area where, so part of my job, we work with international brands and we bring international brands for the customers on Myntra who are looking for brands from across the globe. And today we are connected pretty much on a real-time basis with the latest trends, latest fashion, and that's something with social media, with the awareness that social media spreads. Today, Indian consumer are wanting the same things, the same trends, the same fashion, the same brands at the same time as it is available elsewhere in the world, and that's what we offer. And when we talk to brand partners, both current ones and potential partners that we are talking to, India is something which is exciting for every brand, every country, because they see the opportunity. They see India is the third largest retail market in the world today. It's the fifth largest economy in the world. Will soon become the fourth largest, and in the not too distant future, the third largest. So as the economy grows, consumption grows. As consumption grows, obviously demand grows. That's what brands are looking for, and that's why India is attractive.
Sir, will we be benefited for the export after European agreement and US tariff deduction is there? Will we be benefited?
It's not my area of expertise, so I
Acha.
don't want to
Comment
even
on
try
that.
to comment on it. There are far more intelligent people beyond me who are able to be answering that. But I'm sure it will work very, very well. It's obviously where there are packs, it would be a good thing.
Thank you.
My last question would be, what is there that we should do again? Because you've been our major pillar for improvement, and your advice is improve us every year. Can you please tell us what is the next thing we should do for you to have a better experience?
I think you're doing a fantastic job. So I can only congratulate Mr. Krishnamurthy and the entire team for what you do. I think keep evolving. What I would always stress upon is innovation is important. Companies which bring in innovation, giving them that platform to be able to exhibit to the world about what they are bringing in is the one part of it. On the other side, also making sure, and I know it's not as easy, but get the big brands to also come across, the big manufacturers to come across, because it's important they see, their teams see. And you already do that, but continue doing that. Great job.
Thank you.
And thanks for having me.
Thank you.